Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Welcome back to our online class. Hope you all are studying well. Hope you all have written good FA1 exams, isn't it? Did you all submit your papers? Animal tissue. We were doing the third lesson, animal tissue. Okay, we have studied about columnar epithelial, which is column in shape. Cuboid. The name itself suggests it is in the shape of cuboid, cube. These are the cuboidal epithelial cells which form the lining of the organs or tubules like ureterus or any other parts and provide mainly mechanical support to salivary glands. Sometimes what happens, a portion of epithelial tissue folds inward and formed a multicellular gland. This is called glandular epithelium. Now this type of cells are present wherever absorption and secretion occurs. Try to think, where is this type of epithelial tissues present in your body? Do you know it? No. This kind of epithelial in our body, it is present. Where does nails and hair grow from? The scales of fishes, reptiles and feathers of birds also grow from epithelium. They are modified epithelial tissue. You will learn more about them in this chapter, adaptation in different ecosystems. Next topic we will study for today is connective tissue. If you tilt your body to any side of your body, what will happen, children, to your internal organs? Is there any displacement? The internal organs are located at specific places without any displacement in organs. The tissue which connects organs and muscles are called connective tissue. Connective tissue, underline this. I always tell you all what are important points. Underline it or tick it with pencil so that it will be easy for you to read it. Connective tissue helps in binding the other tissues and organs together and provide a framework and support to various organs in the body. These tissues also play a major role in the transport of materials from one tissue to another. They also help in body defense, body repair and storage of fat. There are different types of connective tissues, each performing a different function. How do glassware items carry for longer distance? Areolar tissue is one type of connective tissue which joins different tissues. Areolar tissue. It helps in packing and helps to keep the organs in place. These cells are called fibroblasts. These are the major components in type of connective tissue. These cells secrete fibrous material which holds other tissues in position. Got it? Why do old people shiver more in winters than the youngsters? Is there any special arrangement to prevent the escape of heat energy during winter? Fat storing adipose tissue is found below the skin and below the internal organs. Fat storing adipose tissue. The cells of this tissue is filled with fat globules. Storage of fat also acts as insulator. That's why we tell no fat people don't feel so cold, because of adipose tissue. Are all tissues in our body smooth and soft? No. Which tissue gives definite shape to the body of vertebrae? Bone is another type of connective tissue. Everyone have bones. We have 206 bones in our body. Everyone knows, and all bones are important, even small and big. They have their own specific functions, important functions. It forms a framework that supports the body. It is major component of skeletal system of several vertebrae, except some fishes like shrew, isn't it? All of you know that. So we take an interview like that. After completion of interview, prepare a booklet about blood and keep it in the classroom library, okay, or display it on the bulletin board. What is happening in the blood? Red blood cells, RBC, WBC, how much is required, all you should ask and prepare a booklet and keep it in the display of your classroom or bullet room. It differs from other types of parts. Cartilage is hard, not as hard as a bone. Articular cartilage, you can see here the diagram. How two bones are connected at joints. Ligament is yet another type of connective tissue that connects bones at the joints and hold them in position. It is made up of large number of fibers. These fibers are made up of a protein called collagen. This is very elastic in nature. Ligament is connected to connective tissue. It is very elastic in nature. Okay. Now question is, we have, after completing the interview, what we do, that book we should keep it in the library or bulletin board in your classroom. It differs from other types of connective tissue. There are different types of cells in the blood. Okay. All the cells in the blood float freely in the plasma. Okay. Now all the cells in the blood float in the plasma. So what we see, extracellular space is filled with fluid called plasma. There are no fibers in the blood. Now what is the story of blood? Blood is also a tissue which is having different components. Let us know more about blood. There is a red stream that flows in the closed canals in our body. Think, what is it? The red stream that flows in closed tubes in our body is called blood. It is also a type of connective tissue. Blood explains many things about us. Blood is a source to identify our wellness or illness. It is very interesting to know about the blood current in our body. There is a highly sophisticated and well developed mechanism to circulate the blood to the entire body. Our heart pumps nearly 36,000 liters of blood to a distance of nearly 20,000 kilometers in a period time of 24 hours. Blood is red in color. All of you know it, isn't it? Do you agree with the statement that all animals carrying red blood are your relatives? No, right? The blood is always not red in all animals. The cockroach has white stream, whereas there is blue colored blood in the snail. It is really a wonder that blood has different colors. RBCs are called erythrocytes and they are red in color. Okay, they have red colored protein called hemoglobin, RBC. Because of hemoglobin, blood is red in color, which helps in transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen comes in and carbon dioxide goes out of our body. 1 ml of human blood and has 5 millions of red blood cells which live for 120 days in blood. Taking blood of an adult, we can make a chain of red blood cells around the world at equator with 7 circles. See how much blood every individual has, isn't it? 7 circles it can make. When you are in your mother's womb, your RBCs are formed in the liver and in the spleen. After your birth, these RBC are regenerated from bone marrow of a long bone. Mammals have red blood cells without nucleus. The second type of cells present in the blood are white blood cells. 2 types of blood cells are present, red blood cells and white blood cells. Red blood cells are red because of hemoglobin. We have studied just now so much. Now we'll study about white blood cells. These cells do not have hemoglobin. Hence they are called colorless or leukocytes. Understood? These cells are less in number when compared to RBC. They are of 2 types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Normal adult blood being have about 5 liters of blood. How much blood? We have 5 liters of blood. Okay. A chief component of blood is water, which is stored in the plasma. Besides water, it also has several nutrients like glucose, amino acids. Blood has glucose, amino acids, proteins, vitamins, hormones required for the blood, and also excretory products such as lactic acid, urea, salts, etc. Plasma also contains factors responsible for blood clotting. Heparin helps to prevent blood clotting in blood vessels, which is a product which helps in blood clotting in blood vessels. Heparin. Cells present in the blood has corpuscles, 3 types of corpuscles, RBC, WBC and platelets. The 3 types of cells are granulocytes, neutrophils and basophils, eosinophils. Granulocytes have 3 more, neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils. These cells attack and destroy the microorganisms that enter the blood. Some white blood cells sacrifice their life to fight against external enemy microorganisms. Okay, so the dead WBCs come out of the wound as pus. Understood? What is pus? Dead WBC which comes out of the body. Lymphocytes secrete antibodies to guard against foreign material that enter into the body. Neutrophils are the first line of defense against bacteria. So they are called microscopic policemen. What are microscopic policemen? What is pus? Understood? There are two types of agranulocytes, lymphocytes and monocytes. So children, will see the homework for today. Why is blood called the connective tissue? First one. Second one, what is pus? I have just explained you alright. Third one, what is collagen? Hope you will be able to write if you listen to the lesson properly. It is in your reader only. Fourth one, why is blood red in color? I want all the homeworks between 5 to 8. No one should miss the homework. All the best. Okay, write neatly in the classwork books and send me the pictures. Study lessons day by day, every day. Don't waste your time. Okay children, see you in next class. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.